Well, good morning, guys. A couple weeks ago, I felt like the Lord spoke to me a word, like a word, not a word from the Bible, but a word. And I've often heard this word, and I've known the context of it. I want to show you what is almost equal to animosity. I want to show you basically what it means. Hatred, a feeling of intense dislike or loathing, hostility, and aggressive or antagonism, openly expressed opposition or hostility. We see that a lot of that, guys. Ill will, a general feeling of dislike or malicious enmity, a state of deep-seated dislike or hostility. Malice, the desire to harm or see others suffer because you dislike them that much. Bitterness, resentment, and cynicism, often stemming from past grievance. I'm immediately looking at my heart when God starts speaking these kind of things. If you don't want any kind of close relationship with God, you can just hold all that, harbor that in your heart, scroll up. But if you're someone who might have a closer walk with God, doing your best to walk with God, I want to show you something that I believe that Jesus, Jesus was so good about revealing secrets of the kingdom and secrets to connect with the Father. Jesus is so good. He doesn't hold anything back. He shows little tidbits and secrets in our lives that if we'll listen to him, we can draw closer to the Lord. Matthew 5:23-24. I believe that Jesus is giving a revelation deeper than the 10 Commandments. Yes, we have the 10 Commandments, and that's a general idea of how to live your life. Don't literally do these things, but Jesus gives us an even better way, deeper meaning, and stretches the 10 Commandments even farther, I guess you could say. So if you are presenting a sacrifice at the altar in the temple, and you suddenly remember that someone has something against you, leave your sacrifice there at the altar. Go and be reconciled to that person. Then come and offer your sacrifice to God. Jesus is giving us revelation that what's in our heart is the most important thing. Culture wants to normalize animosity and division, all those things I just read that define animosity. We cannot, as Christians, if we say we love God, we cannot have that in our heart. Whenever you have animosity toward anybody, or you're having issues, arguing, maybe you're bashing somebody or they're bashing you and you're bashing each other back and forth, which they do that in the political realm. They do that on videos, and they do that in the world. You can do that. That's really normal activity. That's normal, the normal playground for the world. But if you want to walk with God, Jesus gives us some secrets to walking with him and experiencing him in a deeper way. These things can actually bring a division between us and God, a separation. We not know it. We don't want anything hindering our prayers now, do we? If we have issues, we don't want anything that is between us and God. David understood. God was always looking at our heart, and he knew the heart. David, somehow, he had revelation of this also. The same revelation that Jesus really was trying to reveal to us. Psalms 139:23-24. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. Verse 24, point out anything in me that offends you, and lead me along the path of everlasting life. Now, this is so powerful. Once we understand that God looks at the heart and he knows our heart, we don't hide anything from him. This is going to help us in our walk with God. And if there ever was a time we need help with our walk, we need to draw close to God, and that's now. This world is in bad shape. If there's something that we are holding against our brother or our sister, We might not think that it's a big deal, but God may think it's a big deal. So if we have negative thoughts or constantly criticizing an individual, when he's a brother or a sister, we need to be careful with that. If we're avoiding them like they have a plague, there could be something there, guys. I know I've been searching my heart. I've been asking the Lord to shine his searchlight, if you will, in my heart. I want to keep a close relationship with God. Sometimes we can have a wrong spirit and not know it. Like, how can you not know you have a wrong spirit? Well, it is possible. Sometimes we harbor things in our heart that we don't realize that are impacting our relationship with God. Verse 52, and sent messengers before his face, and they went and entered into a village of the Samaritans to make ready for him. And they did not receive him, because his face was as though he would go to Jerusalem. Sometimes people don't receive us. Sometimes they hate us. Sometimes they have some really bad thoughts toward us. And they had a lot of bad thoughts toward Jesus and his disciples. And when his disciples, James and John, saw this, they said, Lord, now listen to this, guys, we can have a bad spirit and not know it. I can have something in my heart, not realize it. And I can have a bad spirit and not realize it. That's why it's so important to just stay as close to God as you possibly can. There's a lot of things that want to get into our lives, that want to ruin our relationship with God. And when the disciples, James and John, saw this, they said, Lord, wilt thou that we command fire to come down from heaven and consume them, just as Elias did? Let's take them out. Let's take out the whole village. It's like today saying, well, you got a hellfire missile? Send a drone over there and just destroy them, just wipe them out. But he turned and rebuked them and said, ye know not what manner of spirit ye are of. For the Son of Man is not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them. And they went to another village. I'm not here to bring condemnation or anything like that, a guilt trip or anything like that. I want to give you what the Lord has showed me, that animosity. We can't have it, guys. As people who say we love God, we cannot have that. If we say we love God but hate our brother, we're a liar. 1 John 2, 7 through 13. Guys, I want to suggest that you read that. I know I've read it a lot, and man, it really started stirring my spirit, guys. There's actually scriptures in there that say that it talks about if we say we love God but hate our brother, we're liars and we're still living in darkness. I pray that your relationship will go deeper and deeper with the Lord. If this video has helped you in any way, please subscribe. Please hit the like button. I know I don't say that a lot in my videos, but I'm requesting it now. Maybe we can grow this channel together, guys. Have a great week.